Why did you choose Miss Universe Thailand to perform your campaign?
You know, I think a lot of people have this perception that pageantry is all about beauty. And don't get me wrong, like to an extent it is, but it's changed a lot now. Every girl that goes into pageantry has a purpose, has a reason to why as they want to go.
Yeah.
And we can't deny that the part we get, especially from Miss Universe Thailand, is powerful.
Yes.
You've got a lot of people listening to you and wanting to know what you have to say. So I thought it was appropriate to bring something new to pageantry. And growing up, I've also always been told like I should be doing pageantry because I was mixed race. You know, you get that. I was tall, I was half Thai, I was half Australian. It was just somewhat everyone would tease you about.
Yeah.
So in the back of my mind, I was always like, I wouldn't mind trying it. And then I had just finished uni, and it was it was during COVID as well. So if it was the time to try something new, try something different, it would be now. So I was lucky enough to meet my team and then kind of explain to them what I'm explaining to you guys now. And they were like, yeah, let's go for it.
Speaking of your advocacy at the world stage, what are your thoughts on the power and value of advocacy?
I think with advocacy, it forces people to think. It forces people to have these conversations. And through the conversations, I think that's when change occurs. It doesn't happen overnight. But it allows them to think about it. It allows them for it to just like subconsciously sit in their mind. And I think that's how change slowly starts to happen.
So like, you know, you speak on your like speaker, you have to speak like quite a lot, especially with your campaign. So like, could you share tips on how to like improve public speaking skills, like body language, expression, gestures, postures, something like that?
My biggest advice would be use your eyes. Your eyes are weapons.
Yes.
If you can grasp the attention of someone by making eye contact with anyone in the audience, you automatically force them to listen. You automatically show that you're owning the room. So use your eyes, but when you use your eyes, make sure they're sincere. Make sure that what you're talking about is also something you're passionate about, something that you really feel like you can influence. And when you're speaking from the heart, with your eyes being as powerful as they are, you can really grasp the attention of people.
Adding on to public speaking skills, I've seen reels in which they cut out parts where you, like your responses to like Miss Universe Thailand's questions. How do you have that wittiness to like answer the questions very quickly and fast? And how do you have the confidence as well, yes.
My legs were shaking, guys, that day. I was walking on stage and I was shaking. I was confident, but I was so scared. But in terms of like how I was able to respond so quickly was one, I've been training for it, okay? Like pageantry looks easy from the outside, but you're training hours and hours and hours and hours a day for months at a time. So you learn to just like go with the first thing that goes into your mind. But if I were to ask you guys any of those questions, I don't doubt that you can do the same thing I did, because it was how we were brought up. We were brought up in an environment where we're forced to think for ourselves. You know, if you have a opinion and you can back it up with evidence and you can conclude it, then who are they to say your opinion's wrong? Because you've got something to prove that that's why you think that way. So I owe it to my environment, which is the same environment as you guys. And I owe it to my team for forcing me to practice. But also when you're so focused on something, you're focused on winning, you go on autopilot. You'd be surprised what your body can do when you have a very, very clear goal in your head.